Hi everyone. So I just had some thoughts that I thought were relevant considering some of the more recent news. It's been a couple days since the attack in Texas, um, the shooting where 26 people had died. Um, I think it's very appropriate to think when we talk about uh, not necessarily just art in the church, but our response to things that happen. Um, how do we go about thinking and honoring those who lives have passed? Um, in the Bible, there's a lot of examples of lamenting, and I think that we often miss our opportunities to rightfully lament. And I know that I often, um, my tendency is to ignore the pain and not to give myself. Um, I'd rather not think about the things that are happening in the world. As where we're given lots of words in Scripture to lament. We're given lots of, um, we are given words to put in our mouths, essentially in the Psalms and other places that we're seeing. Jesus lamented, the prophets lamented. And so I just had a psalm. I know I'm not really thinking very coherently right now, but I guess a big question of mine is how do we go about lamenting? How do we go about being sad? How does, I guess, in our context, how does art play into letting ourselves be sad and letting ourselves express sorrow? Um, I don't want to take light of the situation. I don't want to um, make it seem less than what it is. But I did want to read this psalm. How long, O Lord? This is Psalm 13. How long, O Lord, will you forget me forever? How long will you hide your face from me? How long must I take counsel in my soul and have sorrow in my heart all the day? How long shall my enemy be exalted over me? Consider and answer me, O Lord my God. Light up my eyes, lest I sleep the sleep of death. Lest my enemies say I have prevailed over him. Lest my foes rejoice because I am shaken. Because I have trusted in your steadfast love, my heart shall rejoice in your salvation. I will sing to the Lord because he has dealt bountifully with me. So I know it doesn't speak directly to the specific situation, but I do think it brings light to almost this kind of binary mentality that it seems almost contradictory in the fact that at one level we can cry out to God and say, "Where are you? Don't forget me." But at another level, we recognize that he has dealt well with us as his children. But still, he gives us a place to cry out to him and say, "God, where are you?" I think he encourages us to cry out in that manner, "God, where are you?" So I think at this point, what we can do, I want to think about, like, if we meet people that are going through similar situations or have been hurt. There have been issues in my area of the world as well. The best thing that we can do often is often what people say about Job's friends is they had it right for the first while and then they started talking. Sometimes the best thing we can do is just stay quiet and let the people that we are near know that they are loved. But that doesn't mean that love needs to be verbalized all the time and advice needs to be given. But at the same time, Scripture does give us words of lamenting that we should rejoice in. Anyway, I would love to hear your thoughts on how do we lament well? How do we go about as Christian artists and Christian people? How do we lament and be sad? Well, all right, thank you for listening. Have a good day.